Hello, and here is a tailor-made sketch, and this is my upteenth time trying to record this because there's so much about it that I wanted to talk about. I don't want to take up too much time. So anyway, this is tailor-made, and they wanted the character reference sheet, front and back view, and they wanted front view, front package fashion, and that's basically just front clothes and front lingerie. So with the character, whenever I see someone's character, I'm always like analyzing it. And so you see how they didn't have they didn't have a fully nude version of the character. So I took the opportunity to make up something about the head. Um, so I thought it would be interesting if it was really scarred up, like some fucked up shit happened, and it extends to their back. So I figured that's why they have the helmet and the hood, because they want to cover up the scars from their back and their eyes. And I was thinking that's why they don't have any scarring on the lower half of their face, because maybe a contraption of some kind was attached to them and it destroyed their eyes, and it was really fucked up. And also, in the ref, there's like these lines. At first, it didn't really, it like, it didn't really look like part of the anatomy. So I figured, oh, maybe those are like scarring tattoos. So that's what I made it into. On the chest, you see it, and like some kind of pattern. Like it's very subtle, so it's not too deep. But anyway, so yeah, and the client so with tailor-made you could have three um, accessories that are must-haves, and they chose the helmet and the hood. And so that's why I didn't assume the helmet and hood was part of the anatomy. Plus it didn't even look like the anatomy, so I just took liberties and was like, okay, so they're accessories. And um, so I incorporated that into the fashion design, and I'm glad they were trusted me. Hopefully, that's what they intended, to have me make up what was under the hood, to do a actual nude reference. Um, and with the arms, I wasn't sure. I wanted me in my head. I was like, okay, are those experiment attachments, or was they a part of the anatomy? And I wanted to. You saw at first I had the anatomy wrong. I had to go back and change. So I'm thinking they extend outward from the regular, and so I tried to like incorporate that. Maybe it like hugs them or something. And I'm like, so I like thinking of, so what are their purpose and how they get there, or was they like, how did they evolve to get that, or was it an experiment and some asshole scientist added them? So but that was the main thing about, and I always forget how the horse-like anatomy is. So I kind of took a little bit of time to get some of it down, but the hind legs is really not. It's still off a bit, but hopefully it looks right for the alien, because that's what I think. I try to remember about things that aren't humanoid, or um, that are alien. 'Cause it's like it's a alien anatomy, but I tried to also be like, okay, how would it work if it was in real life? So, so I was kept being indecisive about where to put what in what angle. But anyway, so with the fashion, I thought it would be interesting to have the split down. So it still incorporates a hood. Like I figured the character would want to cover its scarring still, even when it's in sexy times, when it's like about to get laid. So but I figured the split would be cool, so that it could stick its tongue out when it's like eating someone out or sucking some dick. And I thought that would be cute. And it is cute because it's like that split, so it's kind of bondage, but not really. Like I'm thinking, it looks like bondage to a human, but to their species, if the arms is like, if there are a species, then it would be like just a species thing to cover up, possibly. But he like modified it, cover up his scars. So and so with the formal fashion, that's where I really wanted to experiment with the helmet and incorporate horns and make it more fashionable to fit. And I thought they would look good. Not he, but they would look good with tassels. So that's why I put the tassels there. And sometimes it just, oh, and I love the little spike horn accessories I put on the hooves. And I love little minute detail things like that. And when I see other people do it, I immediately like them. And I'm like, oh, yes, after my own heart, the minute details of the little things. And because having the obvious, like shirt and blah, 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 like that's obvious. But to have the little things is what really brings a design together. Like the little details that really make it unique and give it its own story. And so you see, at first it was going to just be like this, but oh, and I want to go back to the helmet. I wanted to experiment. I wanted it. I was indecisive with that too. I was like, I wanted it to shroop. I liked how that shrooped like down that horn right there, but I liked it up too. I was like, fuck it, do it both. So I think that worked out. And so, and I felt at this point around the coloring, I felt the back was too naked, and I wanted more clothes on them. So that's why I added the fur. And thinking about it now, that's a nice. I swear, sometimes I feel my design choices are subconscious. Like cause my aim is always about balance. Like, what would balance this out? What would like fit or be complementary? And so I thought the fur would look good, and more covering of the back would be good too. And so, and I also was indecisive about the shoulder, about the arm sleeves, because I was like, okay, I wanted it connected. I wanted it to be whole for that area, but so I think they have like 3 layers there. And so, because it just looks better. Now, I was gonna put a gap on the side to show the different layers, but no, it looked better covered to me. And with the helmet, so with the coloring, I thought the helmet would look really good in this one particular patent job. I only saw one time. It was like on $100,000 car type, and it was black, but it looked like it had gold sparkles in it. Oh, it was the best paint. It was one of the best, my top 3 favorite paint jobs of a vehicle. But it was in, it was expensive as shit that I would never. But anyway, yeah, that's the paint job of the helmet. And I thought that would look really good in balancing out the sleeves and the other jewelry. And so it's like it has that shiny, and it's not overly obvious either. It's like it's just nice. But I hope the client likes it, and I have fun. I hope they enjoy my head canon. Again, it's just my head canon of how the scars are there. It's not how the actual character is, but maybe it is. I don't know, but I like making up shit. But I hope they like it, and I hope you find yourself wanting to fashion design yourself. Thank you so much. Bye.